When hiring manpower, keep in mind the check question for foreigners. The end of the year is approaching. The Labor Bureau of the new Taipei City Government reminds that when manufacturing, construction, housekeeping, catering and other industries are facing manpower shortages at the end of the year and the beginning of the year, many employers will seek short-term manpower through various channels. If hiring foreigners who applied for others without checking their identities, or even mistakenly thinking that as long as they hold a legal residence permit or foreign students, they can work in Taiwan. In fact, it is illegal employment and may face high fines. It must not be ignored or embraced. Knowing the law and breaking the law with a fluke mentality. As of the end of 2022, the most common type of illegal employment of migrant workers in New Taipei City was employment of illegally escaped migrant workers or migrant workers applied by others, accounting for 39.69%, followed by foreigners working illegally without permission, accounting for 22.84%. The third is illegal accommodation of migrant workers, accounting for 13.30%. Remind the public and employers that if there is a need to hire foreigners, when applying, be sure to keep in mind the 3 steps of checking and asking, to be careful not to hire illegal foreigners and break the law. The gain outweighs the gain. Step 1. Check. Go to the immigration agency's residence permit inquiry network to check whether the original residence permit or work permit provided by the foreigner is a fake document. And please remember to take a photo and keep it. Step 2. Check. Remember to confirm on site whether the photo of the certificate matches the applicant's foreigner himself, so as to avoid the occurrence of fraudulent use of other people's certificates to apply for the job. Step 3. Inquiry. Be sure to ask about the identity of the foreigner at the scene. And never mistakenly hire immigrant workers hired by others, or foreigners who come to Taiwan for sightseeing. Foreign students must check alien residence permits, student IDs and work permits. Although new residents are exempt from applying for work permits, they still need to check the originals of residence permits, passports and dependent household registration information to truly verify their identity. The Labor Bureau reminds us not to think that if foreigners are not paid, it is not considered employment. Whether it is friendly help, or thinking that exchanging part-time jobs for board and lodging will not be illegal. They have constituted illegal accommodation and are still against the law. For more laws and regulations related to the employment of foreigners, you can go to the website of the Labor Development Agency of the Ministry of Labor. If citizens have doubts about the identification of migrant workers or the scope of work, they can check with the Immigration Department of the Ministry of the Interior 02-2388-9393. Or call Labor. Contact the Foreign Labor Service Section 02-8965-8696 to obtain relevant legal information.